Hey folks, what's up? It's your boy Onyx. So anyways, I'll get to this real quick because I don't want to be doing this. It's almost midnight in New York. I got work in the morning. So I'm gonna make this really fast. And you can tell by the title, this is not video game related. So if you're looking for like any video games like Tekken, Street Fighter, this is not the video. So I just finished watching the latest episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 4. And it was a good episode. First and foremost, it was a good episode. And I honestly gotta say, despite my earlier reservations, I genuinely like the newbies, that being Shamia. Shamia's been part of the show for a long time. I really, really enjoy Shamia. I really do enjoy Shamia. She was a friend of for a long time, friends with Portia and Candy. But her being a housewife, it's a breath of fresh air. And not only that, it's not gonna make this real quick because it's not trying me to make a dig at Marlo. But Shamia and Marlo were night and day becoming housewives, who are friends of becoming housewives. Because with Shamia, I feel like it wasn't forced, and it just went smoothly. Whereas Marlo becoming a housewife, it just felt dumb. Just to keep it a buck, it felt very stupid, and I feel like it did not serve her no real purpose. But let me get on to the topic at hand. Also, real quick, want to say too, I also like Angela, and I'm enjoying Kelly. I'm enjoying Kelly a lot more than I expected because when the show is filming, when I saw bits and pieces of Kelly, I thought she was gonna be very annoying. But I'm really liking this girl. I like it, all the newbies except for the one I'm gonna mention in a minute. But Shamia, Angela, and Kelly, I definitely hope to see them back next season. I like them. I really do. Now that could obviously change, but from what I saw so far, I genuinely like those ladies. But now I'm gonna get to what I really want to talk about. So tonight, one of the things of the episode was Angela had a dinner. It was an all black event. First, I want to say this, Kenya, you know damn well you own a black dress. Almost every black woman does. Almost. So maybe you don't, but I just feel like you own a black dress. And if you didn't have one, I feel like you could have got one for the party. 'Cause it was so strange to see the other ladies dressed in black, but you're dressed in this jade dress. The dress is beautiful, but I'm like, Kenya, the vet said all black. But that's a nitpick. It's not the end of the world. It's whatever. It's also Kenya being Kenya. But my main issue was this. So the dinner, Kenya sitting next to Brit, and next to Brit was, what's it? Yeah, it was Shamia. And the girls are having a chit chat, asking each other questions, being fun. And then Britt asks the question on his paper card, obviously was from Britt, about can Kenya be nice to Britt? And Kenya's like, I'm nice to everyone at the table. But and Britt kept pressing the issue. So you know what? This is what I talked about before. You're poking the bear. Kenya has calmed down nicely. Kenya has been really chill. But Kenya go to bitch mode real quick. Kenya could just go from, oh, I'm nice and bubbly to a true diva. And it's like, ugh. Britt kept antagonizing. And when Kenya gave her that energy, Britt is not on her feelings. So Britt and Kenya go back and forth. And to me, what really pissed me off, it wasn't the back and forth, because that's Housewives. That's part of the charm of Housewives, watching the girls go back and forth. But to me, what really irked my spirit, when Britt alluded that she was going to shoot Kenya. Talk about when she got with her husband. Like, first, why are you calling your husband like, oh, he going to do something to Kenya? And next, to me, I feel when you talking, you mad, and you talk about, I got pistols. She don't know me. She don't know me. She playing with the one bitch. Da 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 da. You started with her first. You started with Kenya, Britt, and you mad at Kenya pretty much served you nasty since you want to be play nasty. She gave you nasty back. Now you owe on your feelings. No, Britt. Maybe if you didn't try to poke the bear, you wouldn't got that side of Kenya. Because I'm watching Kenya interact with other girls. She's not bitchy to Shamia. She's not bitchy to Kelly. She's not bitchy to Angela. She's not bitchy to Portia. Which is why I'm really disappointed that Portia ended up being friending you, because that's crazy. I feel like Kenya and Portia were on a good page, but Portia decided she want to be kicking with you now. Portia's a grown woman. She'll deal with that when she deals with it. She's getting along with Cynthia, and she's getting along with Drew. So the only woman who's giving Kenya a problem is you, Britt. You. And so I can understand Kenya was like earlier season where Kenya used to get under all her castmates' skin. Okay. Kenya's getting along with everybody. You're the only issue. and we could clearly see you're the one antagonizing. It's not Kenya antagonizing, it's you. And see, what a lot of people has to believe, like the blogs, as you know, as they filming the season, they had us believe that it was a kind of tit for tat, like Kenya's like, what they say, hazing. That's the word I was trying to get. Hazing the new girls. Where's the hazing? I've been watching this since I've been watching clips of episode 1 and 2, and I watched episode 3 and 4 my damn self. I never saw one time Kenya try to belittle the newbies. I never saw one time Kenya try to make the newbies feel like they didn't belong here. So that was a bunch of bullshit. And another thing, what I'm mad about right now, because I'm going to be real, what got Kenya let go, allegedly, for those who've been following, Kenya has her event, which, we saw her earlier sit down with Kelly at her spa, where she shows a picture of Britt eating, allegedly, with a sausage, and not the kind of sausage you eat, the kind of sauce you go with, next to her face, which really set things off and got Kenya let go for the rest of the season of Real Housewives of Atlanta season 16. But to me, it's crazy if Britt could allude to shooting Kenya and there's no consequence. Britt is still on the show. To me, honestly, when Britt alluded to shooting Kenya, that should have been whoa, whoa, whoa. We don't care how mad you get. You're not going to threaten to take out another housewife via bang bang. We don't care. Y'all can have your little tit for tats, but you're not going to do all of that. So to me, I feel like, and this was go back to a lot of girls were saying, including Portia, Britt started. See, the thing about Kenya, and I said this before, when you go low with Kenya, Kenya will take it to hell. And obviously, Britt didn't know who she was fucking with, so she got Kenya mad enough. Kenya brought out the old Kenya, the messy Kenya, Kenya from season 6, 7, 8. She brought out that Kenya, and she couldn't deal. Now, I wish Kenya didn't go that route because I know I'm going to be very milfed when Kenya's no longer on the show, because part of the reason I'm enjoying season 16 is because of Kenya. But, so that's the only reason I wish Kenya didn't go that low. But if a person threatens they're going to shoot me, baby, honestly, it's fuck you from that point forward. Because now, I don't think I would ever fool with you because you threatened my life. You didn't say, oh, Onyxe, you're an asshole. Or Onyxe, kick walks. Or Onyxe, you're a bum. Or Onyxe, you're ugly. You know something? Oh, Onyxe, you're a faggot. Whatever. Those are just words. But when you allude you're going to take me out, yeah, bye. So I'm on Kenya's side at this point. Only thing I regret that she did was I wish she didn't do what she did at her event. But after watching episode 4, I get it. I just want to say that real quick. So that's it. This is not a full episode review, but for anyone who cares, the episode to me, outside the whole Brit situation, it was a 9 out of 10. It was a really good episode. And like I said, I really do like Shamia, Kelly, and Angela. Please, all 3 ladies come back next season. Ciao.